On this cinematic edition of UTR, it's Steve the RV 2, the movie, where we wander into woodland shores, cook campfire cuisine. Look, Jim has made fire. In a world where Michigan needs to be explored, we bring you Steve the RV 2, the movie. Starring Jim Edelman, driver and chef extraordinaire. Tom Dalton, the man who knew too little. And playing the part of our mystery cameraman, the Canon C100 Mark II. Oh, and of course, our star and parkable protagonist, Steve the RV. Up Steve in the afternoon, and the day was getting away from us. Our next order of business was to find a suitable yet sensational place to bed down Steve for the night. And in no time at all, we pulled into wonderful Woodland Shores RV Resort in Mears. And speaking of Mears, Woodland Shores is mere moments away from Silver Lake, one of the best places on the planet to stay and play in the sand. Whether you want to hike, ride, or go with a guide, you can totally pick how you want to do these magnificent dunes. We were there a few seasons back, and we had as much fun as I got sand in my shoes. And trust me, I got a lot of sand in my shoes. Anyway, back to settling in with Steve. It was time to check in at Woodland Shores, so we found out all about this awesome resort with Christine Bailey.
First thing I have to say, Christine, is what's it like running a place where you have multiple generations, where you've got, somebody's grandfather or great-grandfather may have brought their family here that many years ago. That must be cool.
It is. It's special. It is something special. You get to meet families and you get to meet, multiple members of the family, and it's a big community.
Yeah, it's funny because when we first pulled in here today, this place is so iconic up north Michigan. It's just the drive in alone sold me on the place. It's so beautiful. It's so green. It's like a little neighborhood back in here.
It is.
And you've got how many sites?
A little bit over 350.
It's like a small city.
It is.
It's beautiful. But yeah, everything here from the sites you've got, and you've got regular sites and you have camping as well?
We have nightly camping. They can come in, stay up to 14 days. So we do allow that. We have weekend campers. We do have 3-night minimal on the weekends. But we have quite a bit of options. They can do the cabins. We have RVs for them to rent. So lots of different options.
Yes, the cabins are really cute. I thought that's a nice option if you don't have, an RV or a tent, or you just want something a little nicer. The cabins are very cool.
They are.
But what really sold me when we got here was when you took us down to the beach.
Yeah.
To have a beach like that, I mean, how many resorts like this have beaches like that right on Lake Michigan?
None.
I mean, you've got to be the only one. And it's a beautiful, pristine beach. You can see, to the north, you can see the sand dunes. I mean, their jaws must drop when they come here and see that.
They do. That is definitely a highlight of this park, especially sunsets.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. That faces
Yes,
west.
yes.
Bonus. Well, aside from having one of the most beautiful beaches I've seen in Michigan, you guys are so close to Silver Lake as well. I mean, and that's got to be a big draw.
It is. It's nice because if people want to come up and if they're here for the sand dunes, we're only 3 miles away. So it's easy to get there. It's just one road. So we have that. But we also have Pentwater that's only 5 miles north.
We featured Pentwater on the show, and I love that town.
It's beautiful.
Love that town. It's a great little resort town. Actually, any time of year, it's a great town to go to. But we even featured the local grocery store here, Hanson's Market, because you've got the Sausage King there.
Oh, yeah.
I made sausage with him. I mean, there's so many little hidden treasures in this area that people don't know about.
There is.
And that's another thing I love about RVing is you sort of park yourself in an area for like a week or so, and then you become kind of like a quasi-local.
Yeah.
And you explore the area, and I don't know, and then you end up moving there. That's probably what's going to happen. But
a lot of the time, yeah. Yep, quite a few people. So they'll end up moving up here.
And I should mention, you guys are you're open from when to when?
May 1st through November 1st.
Oh, that's a pretty big season.
It is. You get best of both. You get the summer and the fall. So.
Well, I'd like to talk more, but right about now, Jim's got to start making us a gourmet campfire feast.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. He's actually a pretty good cook.
Well, with Steve's perfect place procured, we set up our stuff and commenced to relaxing. And as I sat there, deep in thought, well, as deep as I can go, I couldn't help but wonder if Jim had the right stuff to prepare a magnificent meal under the stars. It was just then that Chef Ordinaire, Chez Jim, emerged from Steve, looking determined and, dare I say, possessed. Not only did he have the right stuff, he brought all the right stuff to conjure up some pretty creative concoctions. And in the blink of an eye, Jim prepared copious amounts of caramelized campfire cuisine fit for, well, us. He chopped, mixed, and conjured up fantastic fixins that only a true campfire connoisseur could create. Not only did Jim bring it, he cooked it, served it up, and we savored every bite. Yep, this is living large. Nice job, Chez Jim. Whatever that means. Oh, and you'll never guess who drew the short straw when it came to cleaning up the large amount of mess we made. That's right, me. Well, with our first evening and meal under our belts, which of course we had to loosen, it was time to rejuvenate. So we said a good night and drifted off to dream about our next day's adventures. Here come the meat sweats. Good night, Jim.
Good night, Tom.
Good night, Steve.
Good night, fellas.